Welcome aboard Willie Goat's Transit Time. This is a commuter rail transit trip between Gray's Lake and Munster Dyer, with station stops at Chicago Union Station, Millennium Station, Hammond Gateway, and Miller. Enjoy the ride!
Today is going to be a hell of a day, as I'm going to go down to see the Monon branch opening on the Chicago South Shore and South Bend. But first I gotta get an umbrella out of the car. Hey! Good old alarm waking me up at 6 a.m. I've been awake since 5:30, goddammit. Well, I guess no umbrella today, but let me tell you why I need an umbrella. Mother Nature is probably going to give us a spectacle today, in the form of, holy hell, raining cats and dogs later. Because it's hot, low pressure system, and heat plus low pressure system equals crazy rain. But don't have an umbrella, and I don't want to go back inside to get one. Train gets here in about 5-ish minutes, or 10-ish minutes. So, yeah. Let's just go and get on the train and hope that we don't get soaked later. As always, physical media is the pariah in a digital world. And if we get rid of all the physical media in this digital world, we are truly lost and are truly screwed. Here's our weather report. Looks like there's some rain already out there. Little blips over Iowa. They got snow all the way up there in northern Minnesota and Ontario. Oh man, that's... No. Thank God it's not down here. I can hear the P3 for my knight in shining armor coming. Oh, airline seating, no. We're gonna get into the lead by level here. There's the pie house.
Now approaching Deerfield.
There's the station. There's my train. Or at least my first train of the day. Oh, there's Amtrak. Can't see it through the diaphragm. Shite. Oh, whatever. We're in Deerfield now. Once this clears, we'll go to the bakery, get ourselves a muffin. They do cakes, they do pastries, but they also do donuts, danishes, and muffins, all at Deerfield Bakery. I got a cup of tea. I want to say that's like a chocolate banana muffin. Banana chocolate? I hope so. Guess we get a CPKC train before we're leaving. Good morning. Oh wow, look at that. You don't see the AGP cars that often anymore. Here she comes, my beautiful bouncing knight in shining armor. I'm gonna try and get on one of the lead Sumitomo cars instead of the buds. Yes, bus appreciation. Made it to the windy city. Oh, this is a pigeon. hybrid. Don't know who makes it, but it's got the diaphragm. Whoop. Nice. I see the Pigeon Collective is interested in turning this L exit into its meeting ground. I don't have any corn, unfortunately, so yep, that's no bueno. Avoid street congestion. Take the L, why don't ya? English, Spanish, timetable. Effective tomorrow, technically. Look at that, they've got the new branch line on there. That's what we're going to see. Alright, physical ticket acquired. I got another one for the back call. This is the trade. Let's get on it to go out to Hammond.
Okay, thank you.
I've never been on to bi-level electric equipment, at least on South Shore. And away we go. I think down there they're adding in 2 more tracks for the South Shore. What in the, is that the Barack Obama Library? I think it is. Here's another train, it looks like it's ethanol. Maybe there's motive power on this one, I'm not sure. Oh wait, no, there's the headers. 6070M and something else if you saw it. And there's some just freight cars lying around. Here we are now at the only metro station not served by Metro. Served by South Shore only. And the high-level platforms are new and nice. There it is, the main building for it. Oh, it's a diamond right here. Alrighty.
Wow, look at that's the first train. Right down there,
Oh yeah, that's the first shuttle. I am now Indiana.
I don't know if it actually, like, it's the 10 o'clock one left. You have called the politician people.
I'm a.
Take a picture of this.
No, that looks like it's the first one with political figures going to be on board for
Mayor
it.
Hammond is supposed to be here, and look, they're on the news right now.
Hello there, newscaster, sir.
Ain't this neat?
We're under a tornado warning. And I left my battery on the South Shore train that I took to get here, so I have one battery right now, and I don't know where the other one is, but hopefully I can get it by the end of the day. We'll see about that. These are the cars that they're using for the first inaugural run, I think. Might be for the run that involves politicians and South Shore officials and whatnot. My train went to Miller, so I'm going to Miller.
Caution, the doors are about to close.
If I miss the first inaugural run, so be it. Made it to Miller. Oh, I like that sound. Oh, there's a hot dog joint not too far from here. Okay, hopefully they got a bathroom in the station. If not, I ain't gonna be too mad. I'm only mad that I'm missing the first ever train inaugural trip on the Monon Corridor, but what are you gonna do about that? I was just talking to someone who came here for the first time, well, me too, I guess, which it's a nice station. But the other guy, he hadn't been here since the station was rebuilt. And I mean, again, for what they put up here, pretty nice. Really hope that my camera battery's on the train. If it's not, then, well, we're boned. Came out here for nothing, if that's the case. Hopefully the conductor's on that train too, but again, we'll see about that. Successful battery acquisition, and it's fully charged too. Because they never took it off the dang charger. Look at that, Southern Wheel Car. Wow. That's ancient. Well, I guess a good thing about going out to Miller is we do get to see the iconic South Shore freight billboard with a lit up GP38-2. Got another manifest as we make our way close to the Hammond Gateway Depot. Ooh, it's got some South Shore cars on it. I just realized that they did not put any anti-rust coating on that steel connecting pieces or whatever, the bridge pieces. That's all barren. And considering how much rain they get over here, and snow for that matter, it is the tip of the lake. They get a lot of snow on the tip of the lake, so yeah, someone better put some sort of primer on that stuff. Keep it from going to shit, you know? I think it's better that I missed that train because now I can get the inbound next to the Hammond Gateway. I'm gonna get that picture once it comes back. Oh, just saw a CSX Aero go by. That's a Volvo! Well, let's see if we can get the Peterbilt to honk his horn. Haha! Weak, but still pretty neat. Always like it when they can honk their horns for the common man like I am. Oh, there's their little South Shore putt-putt bus. I go to the Citgo gas station. Round trip. And what do I get? Japanese Lays and Mexican Jumex Nectar. Call me Mr. Worldwide for a like here. And I'm riding on one of the few electric trains that operate in the United States of America. Take a look at that Sharon Williams Volvo right there. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, there she is, the first inbound to the Hammond Gateway Station from Dyer, Indiana. I got my 2 tickets, one in each direction. Because, I mean, even if it is free, I don't care. I'd rather pay for it. Okay. That used to be the second main line for the Monon route, but now it's a bike path. It's kind of nice that they were able to do a half and half situation. I hope other places in America take note and try to do another half and half deal like what the South Shore did. Okay.
We just wait like maybe 5 minutes. I'll get you on the train going back. I just gotta get these people all my companies and do that. Back on.
Welcome to Munster Dyer.
There's also one in the one five ambassador. Yeah. This one will only get one place.
There are no commercial outlots here at Munster Dyer. They have created a big parking area for Munster Dyer. I mean, it's good that they got out here, but I'm not a fan of it being just a park and ride. I kind of wish they had allotted some space for commercial development. Maybe over down in that direction they'll put something. But no, in this country it'll probably be a Home Depot rather than, say, a transit-oriented development. Hopefully in the future they expand this even further, but kind of underwhelming. I still hope it does get good use out of the people who use it. Leaving Munster Dyer. So much parking. I hope some of that gets transformed into apartments at some point. Alright, coming into the Hammond Gateway. I gotta get down to that platform, get on the inbound to Chicago. First impressions on the entire Monon Corridor. It's nice that they made the expansion. I wish they would have made it further. I don't like all the residential development at the end of it. Kind of wish they'd put some commercial development at that end as well, but they did not. Instead, they just did full-on residential housing out there. Though they did leave some lot open for something. I don't know what they're going to put over there, but hopefully they put something nice out at Dyer eventually for, you know, kind of make it a place that people would want to go to rather than just being a commuter connection into Chicago from Dyer. Whatever, it could be worse. Definitely could be better. I'm glad that they made it. Route's good. Everything's good. Just wish there was some more commercial activity out in Dyer. But before we take the trip out Deanna and back to, you don't really need to put the map up there. I mean, this was recorded about a week and a half after the initial trip. Please delete that. Oh yeah, sorry about that. Hang on, let me just go in there right now. Alright, cool. You can now continue with the airing of the grievances, Will, outside the window at the train station. Thank you. First thing I want to mention are the parking lots, which at Munster Dyer and South Hammond, those two parking lots are huge. As a matter of fact, some people have compared Munster Dyer to Route 59 on the BNSF line, which has massive amounts of parking. However, the folks who built the Monon Corridor more than likely got the parking big on purpose so that some of the lots could be sold off for transit-oriented development. A good example near me is Mundelein, where they built the parking lot huge back in 1996. However, after the pandemic, they sold off some of the spaces and converted them into condos. It looks nice. It's wonderful. Oh, and you're right next to the train, which Mundelein is actively trying to expand. But unfortunately, it's going to be difficult for transit-oriented development to develop if the scheduling is what it is. There's some good news, and there's some bad news. The good news about the scheduling is that they have 6 trains each direction between Munster Dyer and Millennium Station. 5 morning inbounds, 5 afternoon outbounds, and then 1 going against the direction of rush hour traffic in each rush hour period, respectively. Which is good. I like that. Unfortunately, these trains do not stop at Hammond Gateway. Because of this, if you want to go further east on the Lakeshore Corridor, you have to go all the way out to Hedgewick to transfer to a mainline train, meaning that you literally have to go out Deanna to go further in Deanna, which makes no sense to me whatsoever. So, why build the Hammond Gateway platform then? And for the Monon Corridor? It's simple, because during the off-peak hours, Monon Corridor trains are shuttle trains. They only go between Hammond Gateway and Munster Dyer. If you want to get onto those trains, you physically have to get off of your mainline train and then get onto its train at Hammond Gateway in order to get south on the Monon. And to get into Chicago during the midday, you gotta do the reverse. And unfortunately, the layovers can be massive, up to 45 minutes. The only day where it is consistently 15 minutes is on Sunday. I misspoke back there, my apologies. The only times where there are consistent layovers between mainline trains and Monon trains are weekend eastbounds with a consistent layover of 15 minutes. at other times during the weekend, they do try to make 15-minute layovers possible, but there are a couple of times where 35-minute layovers occur, and there is that one 48-minute layover in the afternoon on weekdays, which is absolutely insane, and I hope that they fix that. And because of this, I do have to put out a final grievance that a lot of people aren't necessarily talking about. They didn't put a pedestrian overpass in order to get from one platform to the next. And you'd think that would have been a no-brainer because the Hammond Gateway mainline platform is at the ground, while the Monon Corridor platform is above. But instead of going over the eastbound main line and then down towards the Hammond Gateway Island, you have to go down and then go over to a pedestrian crosswalk that crosses over the eastbound main line on the west end of the island platform. Meaning that every train going through there is going to be slowing down to stop at the station, unless of course it's a freight train, because they do run freight on that line as well. Hell, so really, if you do have to beat the train, the chances are the train's gonna beat you to death. And that's not cool. And that's why they should have put a pedestrian overpass from one platform to the next. But anyways, with all that being said, the grievances have been aired. Hopefully they fix some of these things in the future. Surface would definitely be the easiest thing to fix. And hopefully they do expand it as well, because they are talking about expanding it, but I do hope that it goes through. Ridership has to be good in order for them to even consider the expansion, but you know, let's see about that. But anyways, the airing of the grievances are over. Let's get back to the original video where I go back to Chicago and then back to, well, back to here, I guess. What in the cripe fucking piece of leaning bench racks are these, huh? This sucks! This is more hostile than a hostile bench. Ugh, hate it. Oh. There he goes, back out, shuttle train. I'm gonna get on 126 back to the city, and then take the evening rush back home. Got some weird unusual horn coming through. Oh, it's a Jeep! Can see it. There he is! Little Joop! Very nice. Oh, good. We're at the right milepost. The nice one. Got a burb on the wire. Oh, yeah, I hear you. Very nice. Good burb. Oh, and more rain coming. It certainly is coming down now. The knight in shining electric armor is here. Let's get this train and go back into the city, why don't we not? Oh wow, perfect placement for me. Very nice. Back on the Illinois Central. Okie dokie. Made it back into downtown Chicago. Oh, it's much colder. Metro-owned car. South Shore Line insignia. I forget that South Shore bought some Metro Electric Highliners. I mean, this one ain't even lettered for South Shore. It's just Metro. I went and got me a Maxwell Polish. They got a hot dog joint right in the station. Definitely colder now than it was this morning. That rain really did bring a cold front with us into the city and going east. Oh well, nothing I can do about that. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. We've made it back to Chicago Union Station. Hopefully there's a train that leaves within the next 5-10 minutes. Well, 10-15 minutes. That gets me back to where I need to go. Well, unfortunately, I didn't get down here in time to reach a better train, but, well, this is the better train. 2153 to Fox Lake. My knight in shining armor. I bought a copper or gray at the Pret a Manger, and, you know, well, hop aboard on this busy bastard and take her home. Here we are on the outbound train of all time. About the train section around the corner here that you can't see because of the inbound and the fact that it's blurry through the window.
It's a blaze, it's right.
We have made it back. A bit colder than it was this morning, but doable. Today was a fun day of seeing trains going through blunders, losing and retrieving my second battery and the charger for it too. Oof. But we made it back home, sweet home, here in Grays Lake, Illinois. Now, if it is your birthday, happy birthday. Good on you for that. You have aged. If it's not your birthday, hope it's soon. But I know the people who are older are not really too keen on having birthdays, so good luck with that one. I am the Willie Goat. This has been another wonderful episode of Transit Time. Thank you for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time.
If you enjoyed this episode of Transit Time, consider subscribing to Willie Goat for more train, transit, gaming, and other miscellaneous content. Thank you for riding with Willie Goat today. Goodbye.